Shalom, Wadu. Come on in the building. You already know what's up. Transformation Tuesday. Come on in. About to go in and talk about this Matthew 4:7. Give you the knowledge on that and the wisdom degree so you can move forward rightly guided. Shalom Wadu. Come on in. Peace and love. Peace and love to real Empress. Goon to Doom. Don. Right? Rose. Come on in, people. Remember that? Tell you what's up. Come on in the building. People put themselves in bad situations, and yeah, I could do it. I'm gonna pull it off, right? It's crazy, people. How's everybody doing? I've had a lot of consultations this week alone. This week just started too, so we're gonna give you some jewels on that. Life is what it is, brother Naazir Ra. Life is what it is. It's what you make it. See? How's life for you, brother? Let's shout out our cities. San Diego, smash the like button, smash the notification bell as well. Columbus. Come on. Atlanta, Bronx, Baltimore, Dallas. What's the West Coast? That's what I'm talking about. As soon as I say it, the West Coast pop up. That's what I'm talking about. We on the frequency. It's warmed up. Sometimes you tell people you want to do something, you got to rev up the engine, right? Trying to get somewhere, you got to fire up the engine. That's what I always do. You got to fire the engine up. See? Sometimes it's unconventional. It's unconventional. Look, where do I begin? Let me start by saying thank you, all of our new members. It's a blessing. It really warms my heart to see the family grow and see, you know, people who have made, dabbled in other things. They go wayward or whatever, and they come on back home. They come back to the honey, just like a bee. You see, just like a bee, everybody comes back to where they know that right knowledge is at. And that's why I love it. I love it when people join, of course, but also when people cancel, because then you're going to go out and see, the difference in the quality of your life, the quality of your mood, your relationships, just your general swag and glow. It's not the same when you disconnect it to the inner information, because the information, people that's on this degree in this frequency, you need constant elevation. That's why you're not in church. Church is going to keep you on a certain level. And a lot of those people aren't even spiritual. Because if they really were spiritual, they would be on the journey. And they would say, you know what, I'm ready for something else. They may try a new religion, a new philosophy. They may ditch religion and try different things because they are growing. When you come to Hidden Power University, it's constant elevation. This is why I got to constantly bring things back to basic things like Matthew 4:7. I'm about to break this down. Take things basically back. And then we build up. So it has to be a university. I have to sometimes do videos for my babies, people that's just waking up. And then for my alumni, right? The illuminated, right? The real Illuminati. Sometimes you may take a glimpse of a video. It's for the Illuminati. That's right. I said it. We the real Illuminati. We the illuminated ones, right? Those Nagas. So you be like, wow, that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Of course, you got to work your way up to certain things. You got to work your way up. We're going to talk about that. It comes a certain time you don't do rituals. Did you know that? I don't do rituals. I don't do magic and all that. I teach that. I could do that. That's fine. But I am magic. I have become the magic. Do you follow me? It comes a point where you become it. This is why certain mystical teachings, especially of the Messiah, the Christ and things, that's nothing. You see, idols and all that, that's nothing, because he was on a higher degree. But that stuff does work. It does work. until you realize I don't really even got to do that. You see, I snap this rubber band right now, and I can increase my income for tomorrow. Just snap a rubber band. Or I ain't even got to snap it. Just the mere fact that I said it and I visualize myself snapping the rubber band. That's how it becomes. It's faster. You don't need to go through the physical motions per se. You can, but the subconscious mind don't know no different. I'm giving away a little much. Come out to Hidden Power, unleash your hidden power in March. We're going to go into a whole different level of what some people call chaos magic. A whole nother level. You need to get there because you ain't going to find that anyplace else. So Shalom Wadu, everybody. My name is Naazir Ra, author of The Hidden Self, The Hidden Power, and the Access Codes Design. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell to get instant notification of new videos. Today, we're going to have what we call Transformation Tuesday. And it's a little nugget get you through the week, right? Until we have our main message come Friday. But before we go into Matthew 4:7, the metaphysics of it, I want to remind you of a few things. First of all, it's a 5 days to shut down. It's a countdown to shut down for all new members, people wanting to join Hidden Power University. It shuts down November 1st. Also, Unleash Your Hidden Power. I don't have the textbook cover because it's going to be pretty much a whole new revamped Unleash Your Hidden Power 2022. Those who know, what is that board? You can see this board when I first came out with it like 10 years ago. So we've been adding and updating. Now it comes a point you got to redesign the whole thing. We're on a whole different level, and there's so much that you need to sweep out of your path. You got to sweep it out. Personal consultations there. Brother asked me, what do we do? What's the first step in healing the soul? What's the first step? You got to clear the way, right? Sometimes the answer is right in front of you. If you on a journey, you got to have a path. You have to have a smooth road, right? So you got to clear the way. You see? 2010 is a lot different from 2021. There's a lot of different things in your path now. Okay? Basic stuff that you deal with every day in your home, in your relationships, certain products you buy, you'll have no business buying, types of just a lot. So we're going to update that. So that's all new. If you came out to any of those, don't think you're just going to, this is something different. This is something on a whole different level. Even the magical section on a whole different level. We got to be on a different level, people. So that's filling up fast. Early bird is still in place for your discount. After November 1st, it goes to regular registration. And I just want to say this too. I love consultations. And I've always, as soon as we get into the conversation, it's like, oh man, we're running out of time. As soon as it warms up, it really gets to flow and the downloads start really coming, time is running out. You see, so we want to extend that. We have an all new 1 hour sessions now. So you get more time and you actually save as opposed to buying 2 30-minute sessions. So check that out. I love them. And it really gives people a lot of benefits, and I enjoy it thoroughly. Helping somebody and knowing they're going to follow through. A lot of times people don't follow through because they have nobody to hold them accountable to follow through. You see, you coaching with me, I'm not having any failure. So you're going to be successful because I'm going to make sure of it. You see, I tell you straight up. I told the guy the other day, I said, why don't you just be gay? You ever look into homosexuality? Told him clear as day. I said, everything you saying is pretty much effeminate. Why don't you try being a homosexual? Blew his wig back. It's you say certain things like that. It's just so raw and so Sebekian, right? So analytical and logical that it makes a person like, damn, maybe you really need to make some changes. I'm telling you, you need to walk in your traditional masculinity in these last days and times. You must. I'm not talking about modern masculine. I'm talking about traditional granddaddy masculinity. You need to get back to that. That's natural. That's netero. That's godly. Females, you need to walk in your traditional. I got to be specific nowadays. They playing with definitions. You got to walk in your traditional femininity, not your modern woman crap. Traditional. You see, you talk to some women, they don't even know nothing. They don't own one dress. How about a man, he don't own one pair of pants? Did you know that pants are men's clothing? Pants are men's clothing. You see, certain lesbians and rebels came out with pants for women and stuff like that. That's a fact. You wear men's clothes, so you got a number of men's clothes in your closet. What if it's reversed? A man got nothing but dresses in his closet. You wonder why some of y'all can't attract a man. And then every time I ask females, what type of man you want? Because you say you looking for your soulmate. Okay, what kind are you looking for? You want somebody effeminate, pretty balanced, or masculine? Usually very masculine. I want a very masculine man. My question back is, well, what should you do? What should you do? So I'm saying that because that can benefit everybody. I want us all, to step up to our power. And you got to crucify your ego. You got to crucify that personality that has, solidified over your soul on your sojourn here in this lifetime. It's just your personality. You have to be flexible with these things. You have to be flexible with these energies. Don't be so attached to that, right? Don't be so attached to that. Now, like I said, the spotlight message. Oh, our last video, just to recap, our last video was in the members area. It was on Sunday, and it was about how we create our reality. So we talked about creating the space, which is this is about. You got to create the space. You have to focus, and you must have obedience. You must have obedience. I may be a little all over there because I'm hitting certain things that different people need to hear. Okay, so please walk with me. Obedience. Why is that? Even when you're doing manifesting, when you're doing magic, you still must be obedient and you still must do the work. They say faith without work is dead. Right? Well, magic without work is dead. You still have to do the work. You're not going to just do some ritual, burn some candles, say a prayer, write something on a slip of paper, and just roll over, patch gas, and don't do anything and figure the universe is going to bring something to you. It does not work like that. Right? It does not work like that. You must submerge yourself in the energy. Submerge yourself in that masculine energy. Right? What type of music you listening to? What type of clothes are you wearing? You wearing skinny jeans? You trendy? See, real trendy shit is feminine. Did you know that? Whole bunch of little, accessories and all. That's feminine. Right? What type of clothes? Right? What's your you have a traditional masculine type scent, right? Colognes and things. We go into this in King Me. Okay. Female, the same thing. Okay. Female, the same thing. Is it traditional feminine? How feminine really is it? We all have our own styles. But my point is this: even if you want to attract money, you have to submerge yourself in it. You can't be thinking broke. You better not ever say, I can't afford it. That's a lot of money. You will always be broke. You see, you programming your own subconscious mind. You're doing rituals and things of this nature, but then you're going to turn around and say something's expensive. It ain't expensive. It's expensive to you. By the way, you just affirmed your poverty. It ain't expensive to Elon Musk. He just made $364 billion in one day. He's now the richest man on the planet. You think he got something in his mind talking about something expensive? Weed that out. Now, this is what it is, people. See, the reason why Naazir Ra could get on here and smoke this cigar, why I don't care about my vernacular to an extent, why I could wear cowboy gear. You see, I'm in the drop top. I got a cowboy hat on. Don't give a damn. I'm doing me. I'm chilling. You see? Because I'm not attached to just one thing. You see what I'm saying? You 1 minute you can hear me listening to the woo. Next time I'm listening to smooth jazz. What's his name? Kenny G or some shit. You see? You have to be flexible. You got to get out of this rigid idea of yourself. That idea of yourself is called the persona, coming from the Greek, which means a mask. It's fake. And it ain't of God. Wow. That's right. Your personality is not godly. I don't care what personality you have. God don't have a personality. It's an energy. You see? It's an energy. So if you're a person, I don't know, let's just say you shy. Let's say it. You got to break that up. There's ways you could break that up. Now, of course, you may not be as outgoing as a naturally extrovert, but you can break up that energy. Stop saying this is how I am. I can't change in all of this. This is what I do. Is it an easier way to do it? That's a big one I get. It could be a detox. It could be anything. People ask, it's just a lot. It's an easier way. Look, do you want the results or not? You do something and you really have to put nothing in it. You don't get nothing out of it. Everybody wants something easy. Easy ain't going to get you anywhere. Effort, sacrifice, investment get you someplace. You only get out of something what you put in it. He said, Anita Baker to Mobb Deep. That's one of my polarities too. Anita Baker to Mobb Deep. Shoot. All day. That gives you range. That makes you an interesting person too. I can go on and on. It gives you depth and range. See. I take it even back to, Daryl Hall and John Oates. Right? Take it back to Duran all the way to Run DMC, all the way to Pac. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Unleash Your Hidden Power 2022, we're going to release this new form of magic. And pretty much it's about how do you just become magical. You see? You have to know the basics, but at the same time, you could become magical. Right? So certain things you start doing unconsciously and your life becomes a ritual. Your life becomes a ritual. See, when you get on a certain frequency, it really doesn't matter. The only thing you have to keep firm to is your vision and what you want, because you're going to get it. The question of getting it is irrelevant. Truthfully, it's irrelevant for everybody. You're going to get it. The problem is your vision is blurry and you're not consistent with it. You keep changing your mind. You're going to get what you want. Just look around you. Everything that you have, you got it because you wanted it. You got it. That's it. See? So it's the quality of your vision as you begin to evolve in your frequency and in your amplitude. See, there's a difference between frequency and vibration and amplitude. This is why it's amplitude modulation or AM and frequency modulation or FM. This is talking about radio frequency, obviously, but it's the same thing. You could have a person that's extremely powerful. They got a lot of amplitude and energy, right? But the vibration is low. You see, they powerful in their negativity, right? Right. And then you have people that are extremely positive, right? But they got little amount. They don't have a lot of power. So just some things to keep in mind. We're going to talk more about that going into Unleash Your Hidden Power in March, as well as, how to walk in your magic, pretty much. So by the way, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell right now. She said she finally caught me. I'm glad you caught me too. Natasha Johnson. That's what's up. I know I'm being effective. I'm starting to get a lot of trolls now. Starting to get the trolls. So I give thanks shout out to all my trolls. Only when you become effective, the beast starts coming in. Once you really start becoming effective, you start waking up some real soldiers for the Lord, right? He perking up his ears. It may not even that you reaching a whole lot of people. You reach that one person that he's scared of. That one person just found the channel. Now the siren's going off. It may be you. It may be somebody on this feed right now. All y'all powerful, really. Thanks for the love on the shirt. I love being different, man. You know what I'm saying? I think partially it goes to I think it goes to how just highly I think of myself and knowing who I am. It's like I do not want to be associated with the average human being. You know, so I got to do things that's opposite than that, especially with these brothers that need to wake up. Y'all need to wake up all the way, and we're gonna do that. You see, I'm gonna do that. But my point is this: just doing things that's fly, that's different. You see, a cowboy, you know, he got land, right? He's in tune with nature. Cowboys are very masculine energy, right? They understand all of the intricacies of nature and the seasons and soil and the pH, right? When the chickens roost and all, they knows about nature. It's almost like being a husband. They call it husbandry, right? But also on the ranch, you also have cattle. See? So I always like that. And plus, it camouflages you too. It camouflages you. I mean, you just can't wear a cowboy suit and still act like a nigga, right or wrong. Cops still shoot your butt. But if you act like a decent person, you dress in a way that they can relate to, go about your business, sir. They tip their hat to you. You'd be surprised. See, it's called rapport, right? When people that don't hate themselves, you go to the hood, you look too thuggish, you're around people that hate themselves, they'll shoot you because they hate themselves. You look like them. Think about the gangbangers. They got everything in common. Y'all all poor. Y'all all most of y'all didn't know your daddy. Y'all all live in the hood. You listen to the same music. You dress the same. Y'all all black. But you're killing each other. I don't understand. The only thing difference is you got a blue hat on. He got a red hat on. Y'all should be brothers. Y'all should be brothers. But I'm like, come on, what y'all really frightened about? Just organize the stuff. You're gonna sell your drugs here. I just sell my hair. So, yo, we have a look. Don't come over here fucking with me. I don't fuck with you. We brothers. Just come together. Oh, you got the red hat on. All that stuff is CIA at the end of the day. Little black devils hiding all that stuff. Was that the Death Row Records, right? That symbol is a brother in an electric chair. These Negroes wearing that around their neck. A modern day crucifixion, right? I always say, what if Jesus was killed on an electric chair? Would you put an electric chair around your neck, right? If they killed him with a shotgun, would you wear a shotgun around your neck? Ask people that. See, I was just thinking. I don't know. Anyway, look. Do not tempt the Lord thy God. What does it mean, Naazir? For a long time, that one kind of perplexed me, especially as a youth. How can you tempt God? Until I realized who the true and living God is. See, once you know yourself, you know that God just simply represents your higher self. So it says, don't tempt. Definition of attempt: to entice to do something that they know to be wrong, or to be unwise or foolish. Right? You put yourself in a situation when you're going to be enticed and seduced to do something wrong or something that is unwise or foolish. How many people do that? Sometimes you juggle in your head, should I hang with this person? You know, should I visit this person? Should I do this? Should I go to that club or that area of town where I know, you know, maybe a person may have had addictions or right? And we feel tempted. We want to feel like we're powerful. So what happened in Matthew 4:7, the devil is tempting Jesus. And he's saying, okay, so you're the son of God, all right. And remember, the devil is not one specific person. The devil is representing that person that's testing you in that situation. That could have been somebody off the street talking to him. That could be one of his family members. Most likely, it could have been just an average Jew at the time, right? Shaitan means a clay thing. It means a physical person. And in Revelation say the devil is a man. Stop thinking the devil's a spook. The devil is people in your life, flesh and blood. You a fool if you think a devil's not a man. God is a man. The devil's a man. It's real. And this is the spiritual realm. Don't be mistaken or fooled. That's why I really don't even like to use the word spiritual. It's fake. Ain't no such thing as spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Everything is energy. So how can something not be spiritual? Because everything is energy. Spirit is energy, vibrating electrons, protons, and neutrons. So Shaitan came in the form of a person like, okay. So you the son of God, all right. I don't know. I want you to prove it. Because if you are the son of God, cast yourself from this mountain, and surely the angels will come to your rescue. Cast yourself into the sea, right? If you really the son of God, there's no way you can die. The angels will save you, or you will save yourself. See? So, and that's also an admission that Jesus is not the Most High, because he said the angels will save you. If he was really the Most High, there's no way you would need angels. My point is this, going back to what we know now, that the Most High or the Lord or the God is in you. It is your soul or your higher self. So when you get that whispering in your ear, let me just, whatever the case may be, I don't know, cheat on your husband, you ain't gonna get caught. Go to a place where they drinking and you used to be an alcoholic and you still got to fight back that demon. And you got invited someplace they're gonna be drinking all over the place. You thinking about doing it. You thinking about, wow, I got protection over me. I got my tiger eye generator, right? So I'm gonna go to this place. You a nympho, right? Used to love prostitutes. So you're gonna go on the strip, right, and hang out over there and think you're not gonna fall victim, just for an example, right? Or be someplace they doing certain types of drugs that you had an addiction to. You're gonna put yourself in that same situation. You're gonna put yourself in that same situation with those people that you use that's not on your frequency, so you can get into arguments and contention, whatever. You no, I'll be able to keep the high road. Why are you tempting the Lord thy God? Why even put yourself in that situation? Life is hard enough. Temptation is enough, just random stuff you come in contact with. Why would you go out your way to be in an environment that has a huge or high potential to be contentious? Why would you do that? This is how we bring on attacks. It's not all bad, because you're going to learn your lesson just by not listening to this and partaking in that activity is a form of tempting the Lord thy God. It's an enticement to do something is not smart. The person get on your nerves. The relationship didn't work the first time, right? Or the second time or the third time, whatever the case may be. See? Trusted the person to use your car. They didn't bring the car back to the next day. It's supposed to bring it back in 2 hours. Be wise. Don't put yourself in foolish situations that you got to boost up your energy. Like I said, those who know, whenever you have a challenging interaction or situation, what you are to do is boost your energy approximately 30 to 70% higher than it usually is. So when you have that interaction and it comes down, you just bring your energy down to what it normally is. Does that make sense? But you have to expend energy to get your energy high like this. So just to have that interaction and have it come down, you wasted energy. You could have kept your energy like this, not have that challenging situation, and keep your energy high. You follow what I'm saying? Just some advice if you choose. It's not telling you to do anything. It's just a way of thinking, people, that you grow into. Why do it anyway? Why do it anyway? Playing around, all this promiscuous sex. You got to put on 3 condoms and all of this stuff, Lysol and scrubbing up all of this. Like, oh god damn, if I gotta do all that, what's the point? Some people, you gotta put on 3 condoms. So the Lord, which Lord means master or teacher, and God is your higher self. He dwells within you, right? The word teaches us that. It says the body is the temple of God. So what is a temple? A temple is a structure in which people or entities go in. Well, your body is that temple, and the spirit or the soul dwells within you. So when you put yourself in these situations, you testing yourself. Temptations are often associated with test. When you bothering somebody or trying to provoke somebody, say you testing them. He tested me. Yo, he tests you, son. Yo, he testing you. Yeah, you getting tested. But why would you test yourself? So do not purposefully set up, especially we going into the holiday season. Don't purposefully walk into foolishness. Don't purposefully set yourself up to be in a dangerous, challenging, or unwise situation to test yourself or to prove how smart, how powerful, or how wise you are. Sometimes we do that too. Shout out to my snake handlers. All right. You got Christian groups out here, fringe groups, way up in the mountains in Virginia, right? Scattered in these rural areas. They get into the spirit of the Lord, and they got a bunch of poisonous snakes in a basket, and they get to playing the organ. These are white folk too. And they get, all riled up into that, and they start playing and dancing with poisonous snakes. The word tell you don't tempt the Lord thy God. They trying to prove how spiritual they are. Hindus too. They ain't even in the religion, but it's still that Christian, Krishna. It's still the same thing. What they do is they meditate and fast and think and put themselves in altered states of consciousness where they can achieve certain feats. And then they take razor blades and try to cut their mouth. They go into town playing the drums so everybody can see, right? Start cutting their lips with razor blades. It won't cut because they put it in their mind that the razor blade won't cut, so it won't cut. I give them that. That's powerful. They taking swords and all types of things they doing, putting needles through their eyeballs and stuff like that, walking on hot coals, right? Because they want everybody to see, look how spiritual I am. Look what I could do. It's a freaking circus trick. People give them money and things of this nature. Now, you did all that for what? For attention and for some money. But yet you so spiritual. You could go on YouTube right now and pull up, Hindu grotesque or amazing Hindu feats. Right? They let the snake bite them dead in their neck. Nothing happens. See? Then I just tell you, you can have high power but low frequency. They got power. Power don't discriminate. In case you have noticed, Elon Musk just made over $300 billion in the last 48 hours. See, I don't think he's the most righteous man on the planet, per se. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but I don't see him. We still got a starving world. I don't see him giving turkeys to everybody, whatever the case may be. He's doing him. He's following his dreams, making his rockets, focus on his business and his tunnels and all the things that he wants to do. Right? I don't mean he's so positive. Right? So these beings doing all these feats, yeah, that's powerful, but you still on a low vibration. You still on a low vibration. Demons got power too. What's that? Power? It ain't all about power. What's in my cup? This is Lotus Ascension tea. It's almost all gone. This is Hidden Power Wellness Lotus Ascension tea. It feeds your nervous system and your pineal gland. And it helps you relax, and it tastes delicious. It tastes delicious. So, But of course, everybody, go test yourself. Tempt the Lord thy God. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Go ahead and do it. Sometimes you gain your stripes that way. You get slapped up enough, you get left somewhere. Like, damn, man, he said don't tempt. Then you know. I'm all for hands-on learning. Man, a lot of children don't learn any other way. Dude beat you up last time. Go ahead and get with him again. This time you're in the hospital. See? This time you're in the hospital. Anyway, the reason, why do people tempt? Why do you think the people put themselves in these situations? You got many answers, levels to it, and perspectives to it. But one of the main reasons why people put themselves in tempting situations is because they want to be seduced. Shout out to all my ladies out there. We put ourselves in certain situations because we want the act to take place. Right or wrong? We don't necessarily want to be the initiating force to it. We don't want to be able to take responsibility for how things turn out, because then you can always say, you know, it's fuzzy then, because tango at that point, right? It's drama. There's never just all one person's fault. Even in a car accident, you're going to still have some fault, percentage-wise. See? But people tempt the Lord thy God, or they tempt their higher self, or put themselves in a situation that can lower their frequency, because in a subtle type of sneaky, hidden way, they want to be seduced. Right? But the serpent gave me the apple, and I did eat. See? My question is, if he told you this, why you're not supposed to be eating from the tree, why are you even over there by the tree? Why are you over there? You know you weren't supposed to eat from that tree. You probably knew that serpent was in the tree too, and you let him holler at you. Because deep down, you wanted to be seduced. On this path, we have to deal with supreme honesty. And the ultimate honesty is being honest with yourself. We have to be honest with ourselves. Hidden Power University is not local. Most of our members' events are here in Atlanta, but it's online. Go ahead to hiddenpoweruniversity.com. So sometimes people want to be seduced. I talk about that when we deal with psychic vampires. I have a whole video on how to identify a psychic vampire. You can meet somebody and they'll check off every single one of those boxes. A lot of us be like, but she fine as hell, right? She could be a vampire. Come and suck my blood, please. He could be a psychic vampire, a narcissist, whatever. And you go ahead and do it. You've seen the red flags, but you tempting the Lord thy God. And you end up getting caught up in your feelings and in your addiction. So that's it, people. Let's get some questions. Super chat your questions. Or just ask your question. Rocky S., why the sad crying face? What happened? See? End up making vaccine material. Anyway. That's some old school candy. Yo, I'm not old school, man. This stuff is modern. I can't eat old school candy because they don't make it no more. Stop using the word old. Either things are real or fake. Either it's real music or fake. Either it's real masculinity or femininity, or it's that fake new shit. Forget old and new. Who cares how old or new it is? Either it's real or it's fake. How about that? 18. He won a scholarship. Okay. That looked like a Pyrex glass. Okay, here's one question. What are the benefits of consuming gold? Well, it's really the ingesting of gold, because you can consume bulk gold in terms of gold leaf, and gold is actually inert when you take it in bulk form. Like you can get certain high-end desserts, they'll sprinkle gold dust on it, or certain types of garnishment on foods, exotic foods that put gold on it, and you can eat the physical bulk gold. So that's consumption of the gold, but it's not ingested. There's a difference between consumption and ingestion. Consumption of bulk gold simply passes through your system. It doesn't get absorbed, right? But when you get nanoparticles of gold, not only are you consuming it, you are ingesting it. It gets into your cells. It gets into your nervous system. It speeds up the synaptic response across your neural network, which makes you think faster. It makes you be more witty. It gives you much more energy because there's less resistance in the electrical impulses of your nervous system. So you have more energy. That's one thing that I will say that it does. Everybody experiences more energy, more mental acuity. Gold is going to help with your coordination, right? All nervous system, the brain, cerebral cortex, all of that. It lights up. You get the platinum, it takes it even to the higher level, which is the creativity and libido and Kundalini, right? But check out hiddenpoweruniversity.com. I'm sorry, hiddenpowerwellness.com, and click on alchemy. It tells you all you need to know about gold. What's good for ear infections? Ear infections, what's good for that is going to be your melon and garlic. You can get a tincture that's infused in, I think, mullein oil and garlic oil, and you can put that in your ear and let it run out, and it'll knock it out. Or you can put some silver in your ear, supreme silver. We have that in place as well. See. Last question. Last question. It got to be a good one. What's your take on sea moss? Feels like we losing oxygen on the planet. Could be. Can I join Hidden Power University while being home? Of course, it's online. And it's gonna shut down in 5 days. Okay. Agents come from King Meat 3. I don't have a date for King Meat 3. It may be sometime. You know, I like to cook up the bird and season it, let it marinate nice and good. I want it to be good. I want it to be powerful and effective and useful. So I'm not just going to rush King Meat 3. But I will tell you, I'll tell you this, it's going to be very transcendental and cosmic. See, cosmic, beyond just fatherhood and being a king and masculine and all of that stuff. Those are certain levels, but there's a cosmic and a universal level. So that one, we're gonna have to let that one marinate. So that's about it. Let's get some good question. I'm waiting for one good one. Oh, okay. Well, this one. Do you feel there's an innate feeling of knowing you are a chosen one? Well, I don't know about, chosen or whatever. If anything, I would choose myself. You choose yourself by your actions, and your choices that you make reflect your programming as well as your DNA, and also who you are as an entity, as a spiritual being. So I guess in one way, it's your choices, but the energy and the force behind your choices and how you stick to them and your decisions in life and what you value highest. A lot of that is who you are as a being, your genetics, and your culture and background. See? So in that in one vein, it's something you can control, but on the other vein, it's like it's destiny. Are you in the book of life or not? Are you in the book of life or not? And if you are, then it will be reflected in your choices. Does King Me 3 gonna do that? All right, so that's it, everybody. Make sure you get King Me 1 and 2. Y'all talking about King Me 3. I'm assuming you got a lot from it. If you didn't get King Me 1 and 2, then jump on that before we start talking about King Me 3. So that's it. Currently, the doors are open. We're on our 5-day countdown to the shutdown of Hidden Power University membership. No new members after November 5th because we have some profound teachings to go forward. The Spirit said, we got to be a little discreet going into the new year. All right. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.